Hi, this video is going to go over receivables and payables and why they're relevant for cash flow forecasting. So skipped ahead a bit and we're down here now on the specification, but it ties in with my previous video on cash flow forecasting. Analysing the timings of, so this bullet point says you need to know how to analyse the timings of cash inflows and outflows, and analyse the timings of cash flow should include an understanding of payables and receivables. So we'll have a look at that. Well, I went through this in the previous video, so I won't go through it again. But this is asking you essentially, how do you analyse when money is going to be coming in and money is going to be going out? Well, you use your cash flow forecast to try and work that out. You can see this business is predicting far more sales October to December than it is predicting in January to March. Now, they may well have some data to back this up, or some previous sales history, or if it's a new business, maybe they believe they've got a seasonal product, a gift, for example, that would be bought a lot in the December period, or in that Christmas period. But essentially, and you can see the cash outflows reflect that as well. They're probably buying more raw materials so they can manufacture their products, and you can see that the wage costs of people are working overtime and things like that are going up. So how do you analyse the timings? Well, you base it on previous data, you base your cash flow forecast on market research, and you hope that you've got it fairly accurate. Now then, the other key terms that AQA says that you need to be aware of are receivables. And receivables it's money that is owed to a business. So the business is going to receive it, hence it is called receivables. The people that owe a business money are called its debtors. And receivables are usually recorded over the next 12 months. Businesses will try and encourage people to pay early, perhaps by giving them slightly reduced costs or charging them interest for late payments, for example. Really important that a business receives the money that is owed. Usually these are people who've got sales on credit. And just to confuse things, these are called debtors. Payables are money that a business owes, and it's owed to its creditors. So if a business receives trade credit from someone, in other words, a bakery receives its flour, makes the bread, etc., but the payment for the flour doesn't go out for a month, that will be a payable that the business has to face. So called because the business owes the money, obviously. This is actually a key point here. So receivables, these are credit sales that the business has made. Now, so it's made the sales, it's given the product, but it's awaiting payment for the products, which will be recorded as revenue on the income statement. So as soon as a business makes the sale and it gets the IOU from their creditor saying, yes, we're going to pay you in 30, 60 or 90 days or whatever it is, then they can record that as revenue on the income statement. So it looks like the business has it's made a sale, so it's fair enough that it's recorded on the income statement. It's just that the cash hasn't come in. So it's not going to be recorded as a cash inflow. Now this can lead to a lot of problems, especially when we have a look at payables. So this payables are money that is being spent generating a revenue, and it would be recorded as a cost on the income statement. So to go back to the bakery example, if they got the flour on credit and they sold all the bread. Let's just say they bought £20 of flour, they sold the bread for £100, so they could record £100 of revenue, they would record £20 worth of flour, and they would say, okay, we've made an £80 profit. However, the cash has not left the business, so it's not treated as an outflow on the cash flow forecast. So this treatment of receivables and trade credit, either being given out by a business or being received from suppliers, shows why a business can be profitable on paper, but actually in reality it can run out of cash, which is a big reason that businesses go out of business. So in the example where we have given some trade credit, maybe 30 days, we record it as a sale, excellent, but if the money then doesn't come in, or there's problems chasing up the client for their money, okay, this business could actually go out of business if its costs, if people are expecting money. So this is a key difference between cash flow and profit, which you need to be aware of.